Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever Series 2, the Great Lakes. Thank you very much for joining me in this video, and today we are going to be focusing on Toronto. So quickly to go through what we did last time, well, predominantly it was getting this in and this correct. So we've had this bridge over the last 3 episodes. We've had this whole route built from this place here in Washington all the way along here. So we created this new, I wouldn't say it's a branch line because it is a main line, although these have all the main tracks, but these technically are the shunt lines. So this here is one of the new main lines, the new freight main lines out, and it followed along the Great Lakes line all the way over to here. Then we crossed over, went into a tunnel, came out of a tunnel. Then the second part of this focused on getting this flying junction in, which I think that looks really, really good. So we got the flying junction in and we continued along this. So we did that slight uphill climb and then continuing along the top of this as far as we could go. Still needs a little bit of work on smoothing, so we will be looking at a little bit of smoothing, but you can see it goes along there, runs alongside the road all the way, pops into a tunnel right there, so you can see it pops into the tunnel. And then, unlike the road comes down. As you can see, the road is dipping downwards slowly. You can just see that. This track does dip down, but nowhere near as much as the road does, so that it can actually cross like this. So then it goes across this bridge. It's still a very high bridge. I wanted a lower bridge, but I couldn't make a lower bridge. And then it goes into Toronto. So that is that line complete. In today's episode, we are going to be focusing on Toronto and Hamilton and getting its road network ready. So in preparation for all the freight lines that are going to be running through that, the next 20 to 25 minutes are going to be all focused on this section of the map right here. Okay, so the first place I want to start off is about here, because we do want to, like I mentioned, I think it's going to be a good idea to have something that goes out towards this motorway junction here, as opposed to having trucks going through the city, which might cause a lot of problems. So if we can go out towards this interstate, I guess, if we can get out towards this interstate and then join up to the interstate going towards Ottawa, because we are going to be supplying Ottawa, of course, and we might be supplying something to Sudbury, although I think Sault Ste. Marie is going to be doing a lot of the Sudbury supply. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Also, I kind of want to get rid of that. That's the one I wanted to get rid of. Just cleans things up a little bit. So here we go. Now, the first issue I have is that this is a 2-track, and I mean a two-lane road, and I cannot imagine this is going to be able to, yeah, that's what I thought. It's not going to be able to upgrade to a 4-lane road at all. It's just not going to happen. Now you'd think that if we were to break these buildings, would that allow us to do it? No. See, it still does not allow us to upgrade to a 4-lane street. And unfortunately, I don't have anything that says narrow 4-lane street. Now, the reason I want to upgrade, of course, is to help the traffic. But I suppose that the only traffic going in and out of this is going to be... That's a nasty accident, that's for sure. Is going to be these. So, I suppose it doesn't really matter. But straight out from here, we are going to have... Now... I think this is going to get in the way, so let's get rid of that. I feel like having a large street out from this section that's horrific. That's not what I want. Oh, hang on. That's what I want. How do I do that? Can I just connect it up to something? Oh, hang on. I saw one. There we go. Or I just do that and it just does a huge supersized tunnel. And let's not do a supersized tunnel, let's do a more sensible tunnel. I wish I could do a more of a straighter road too. Kind of annoying. Actually, that will do nicely. Okay, so let's go for that. So that's what we're going to take. Like so. So that allows all the trucks will be filing through this. And now, I guess, all we do is we've just got to... Well, actually, we're going to cut through that section. Now, where do we want it to go? I'm just wondering whether it's a good idea to actually make a second bridge here, because then we'll be able to bridge and roads, and I'm just trying to work out, because the only way across to this road is via this one bridge, or via this one bridge, which is a bit of a nightmare. So this road network is going to need a lot more work. But then we've got this section of road, and I guess we could make good use of this section of road by doing that. That would make good use of this section of road. Although, that being said, I probably want this to be a medium country road. Yeah, medium country road. In fact, we'll do it like that. And then, maybe not so far like that, maybe just up to that point, then we go back to the large street. Like so. I think that will work, and if we need to, we'll upgrade this. We'll definitely upgrade this if we need to. Come on, smooth it out. Perfect. Okay, where else do we need some smoothing to take place? Along this, continuing along here. And remember guys, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ECGadget, and consider supporting me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget, but more of that at the end of this episode. Okay, so that's one road. Now that's going to be able to get us from Toronto to Ottawa, and if we really wanted to, I suppose we could do a secondary road connection that's going to go to Sudbury like that. Obviously this doesn't work the way I want it to work, because we can't have one-way roads, or at least I haven't got the mods. If there are mods that allow one-way roads, I haven't got those mods, and if I did, then things would be different. Things would definitely be different, but they're not. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, so that's now complete. Now, next up, we've got the Evil Knievel jump once again. That's a remarkable jump. 50 points if you can jump off that and land on the roof of the train station. Right, moving away from that. Where do we... Wow, that's... These are remarkable junctions and remarkable roads that are being built. I'm just wondering if we could ease the congestion there by moving it forward. We are going to do some road work, some road network fixing in Toronto right now. The entire episode is spent doing this. Right, let's have a look at what roads. Let's see what roads are large streets. That's an important one, because if we can see which roads are large streets, that will help us. Okay. So, whilst we can't make that a large street, we can make this a large street. And then we've got this here. Now, that's going to remove all the buildings down that road. But, we could make this a large street along there. And then we could make this a large street. This can turn into a large street. I'm not sure why this little bit doesn't want to be a large street, so we'll demolish that and then rebuild it. That's going to help us. And actually some of these are large streets. Hold on. We've got different types of large streets here. Okay. That's kind of confusing. Okay, let's try and figure this out. Yeah, let's get these large streets built. These are the ones with the double white lines. Okay, now suddenly that can't be built. Why? Why can't you become a large street? Okay, doesn't matter. You're the large street. Yeah, but okay, we'll do that. And that, look, this is a large street, so this can become a large street all the way across. There we go. And I guess this part can become a large street, so can that part. Okay, so that clears that up. Can we get this section as a large street? We can. We'll bring that along. That's all large street. This part right outside the train station will not become a large street. Now, I don't know whether that's to do with the station or whether that's to do with the tram or the bus stop. So that is something we cannot do just yet. We'll look into it. We will look into it. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Where else did we need a large street? This one. We'll just turn this into a large street. Ah. Okay, we are going to definitely have to fix this. And we know about that section there. So that can be a large street. That's already a large street. That's a motorway. I suppose this area doesn't need to be a large street, but it's okay that it is. And could we bring this all the way down and around? I guess. Half of these don't want to. They actually don't want to become a large street. So we have to be careful on that. Okay. This street, I feel like this street could do with, not that one, up to here and across here. Let's do that. Ah, that's going to be another problem. Right, that section's going to need work. And all the way down to this. That's a large street, and I guess we follow it on with that being a large street. That's a fair amount of roads that are now large. What about this one across here? Doesn't want to. What if we were to connect this and redesign this road so that it connects there to there? Is that going up a hill and then turn that into a large street? Which then went down this way and then connects it up to here. And we've got a bridge pillar collision. But then we can take that part of that bridge down and fix it. Let's do that. Let's do that. You guys are all idiots. So I hate it when they build on bridges. It's one of the stupidest parts of Transport Fever, I will say that. It is definitely one of the stupidest parts of Transport Fever. Right, so it's this one over here that we're looking at. Turning into a large street. So that connection there is what we're looking at. Go for it. Wow, that building, not very smart. Okay, and then we convert this to a large street, this to a large street. That, too much slope. Oh. Well, I guess we get rid of that section of road. And that section of road. And build a large street like... Well, that's not exactly how I wanted the street. That's how I want it. It doesn't look exactly... Alright, well, I might as well get rid of that. Might as well do this. That will... yeah, that will do. That will do. Then we've got to upgrade the rest of this to a large street. So we're going to just keep it going along there. And suddenly, look at that. The bridge pillar collision, gone. Right, we're going to bring this down. I've seen a mod that someone's released that says something about stopping them from creating houses on bridges. I might give that a go, but I don't think it's exactly in the condition that I want it to be in for me to be able to use it. Right, so that's better, that's better, that's better. I wonder if we can... we can do this, but it's going to remove everything down this street if we were to do that. Also, if we were to convert this, I was going to say, that's surely not going to... it is. It's not exactly what I would expect. I don't think that needs to be a main road. Can we make this a main road? We can. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, now let's go ahead and fix these little bits that don't really want to connect. Right, why is the construction not possible? I want to know. Tell me, what is it about that that made the construction not possible? It's possible when you do that. That's not even the kind of road I want. What kind of junction is that? We need to have narrow 4-lane roads. I know I'm definitely going to be using a mod in Series 3. Okay, and also I guess we were supposed to have electric tram tracks on this. There you go. Okay. Right, where else do we need to do upgrades? There was one other section of road, wasn't there? This section. Something's up with this section of road. Oh, wow. Why is the construction not possible? That's what I want to know. Can I not get... I have to get rid of the entire road? Can I not get rid... okay. Well, the entire road's gone. There. Now we've got a wider road. Great. I guess that needed electric tram tracks too. There you go. Why does this not have electric tram tracks? Ah, maybe they don't have electric tram tracks everywhere. That's going to be interesting. Okay, let's save that, because I think that's a pretty good setup we've got. So that's the roads now fixed. Now what we need to do is, for the last couple of minutes, we're going to add in drop-off points for these. So let's go find some drop-off points. So we're going to start there, let's say. We start there, we'll head out in this direction. So could we put a drop-off point here? I feel like this is a good drop-off point. Drop-off point number 1. And then we'll have... so it's just after the bus stop. We'll have drop-off point number 2 on this road. Come on. Why does it want to... it doesn't want to go on this side. What? So... okay, don't put it on that road. We'll put it on this road. Or not. Okay, we'll put it there. There you go. There's drop-off point number 2. Drop-off point number 3 can be here. Drop-off point number 4 can be here. Drop-off point number 5. We'll put the drop-off point number 5 down one of the narrower roads. And as a matter of fact, we'll try and put number 6 down a narrower road too. So do we go up and in? Yeah, let's go into the heart of the city. Number 7 can be there. Number 8 can be there. Then we'll go over to this point for number 9. Number 10 can be down this road. And then I guess we stick number 11 down here. That's pretty good. Okay, so to end this episode, let's get that shuttle made. New line. It's going to be FSH Toronto. Of course, it's going to be red, as we've now established our convention. Bright red. And let's add the stops. Okay. So the first stop we said was going to be there. Hamilton Central. Then Madison Street. Then is it this one? Yep, this one here. On Ash Street. Continuing all the way along. On to Spring Street. Then we go over to this section. East Street. Down the little narrow road. That is Cedar Street. From Cedar Street we sort of wind back in along this section to 12th. Over from 12th we're going to go to the heart of the city and Davis Street. From Davis Street we'll go to Poplar Street. Poplar Street we're going to go over to Spruce, and from Spruce to Forest. Spruce Forest, Minecraft references, and then we're going to go over to First Street, exactly where it says it wants to go. That works for me. There you go. That's a pretty good route. Covers the majority of the city, I'd say. I'd say that covers the majority of the city. It doesn't cover anything on this side, but that doesn't really matter. I think, does that not cover? That does cover a fair amount. And Cedar unfortunately does not, but East Street will cover this section here. So maybe we'll need one to go down here and back, but we'll sort that out when the time comes. For now, that is that over. Let's go over to the depot, and as I do my outro, we will select the right road vehicles. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever, Series 2, the Great Lakes, and Series 3, the Great Western Railway. Series 3 will be coming up, obviously, once this is complete. There's still a little bit of things to go on that, but please do stay tuned for that. Also, don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. I would really appreciate your support. It would help me out a huge amount. That's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's good. So yes, please do check out my Patreon scheme. It would really help me out. And also, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/ECGadget, or now that I'm an affiliate, you can even subscribe. I think we'll go that as our thumbnail. That's a pretty nice view of the city of Toronto. So that's where I'm going to end. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.